Like Asahara, many cult leaders claim a direct line of communication with God or a deity. Laurentian University neuroanatomist Michael Persinger believes he has found an explanation for this phenomenon.
We now realize that all experience comes from brain activity, or even religious experiences are a product of a certain pattern of brain stimulation.
Persinger believes that when the brain's temporal lobe, the region responsible for comprehension, is overstimulated by electromagnetic activity, cerebral seizures can develop that may lead to delusions. These delusions can cause individuals to believe that they've had an encounter with a divine being or beings. Persinger claims that he can induce these delusions in healthy test subjects by overstimulating their temporal lobes. He does this by generating electromagnetic fields in their brains. Persinger's research team uses an EEG to record these quasi-mystical experiences as they occur.
The common experience is the feeling of knowing, hearing your voice called, your name called, hearing knowledge being given to you. If the person personally identifies them as being God or some other deity, that's the powerful phenomenon that drives individuals.
Persinger believes that cult leaders who hear voices suffer from temporal lobe epilepsy, a condition that naturally overstimulates the brain with electromagnetic activity.
There's a distribution of cult leaders which are convinced that they are doing this by cosmic consent, and almost invariably they have to proselytize. They have to spread the word.
Shoko Asahara preached Armageddon. Another delusional cult leader, Adolfo Constanzo, claimed that the voices of gods urged him to sacrifice humans. Cult leaders like Adolfo Constanzo possess highly inflated egos. They recruit followers who worship them as gods. Is this narcissism linked to their violence?
Narcissists are fine as long as you praise them or treat them nicely, but as soon as you insult them or criticize them in any way, they become very defensive and very aggressive.
Dr. Brad Bushman, a senior research professor at the University of Michigan, studies the causes and consequences of human aggression.
The sense of entitlement can be dangerous when you think you're better than other people.
To test his theory, Bushman conducted an experiment to find out how narcissists react when they are insulted. He looked for participants with the biggest egos using a series of multiple-choice questions.
Participants are forced to choose between one of two responses. For example, if I ruled the world, it would be a better place, versus the thought of ruling the world frightens the hell out of me.
Once Bushman identified the narcissists,
Just want to come in and have a seat over here.
he asked them to write an essay. They were told that their essays would be marked by someone they could not see. In fact, there was no other person. The essays were assigned a grade.
The experimenter then flips a coin. If it's a head, the experimenter writes an A on the paper along with the comment, "Great essay." If it's a tails, the experimenter writes an F on the essay along with the comment, "This is one of the worst essays I've ever read."
Okay, here's your partner's evaluation of your essay.
To explore how narcissists reacted to a failing mark compared to how a control group reacted, Bushman afforded all those participants who received poor marks the opportunity to confront the person they believed had scored their exam.
You can't give people guns or knives or even boxing gloves. So in our studies, what we do is they have a chance to blast their partner with loud noise through a pair of headphones. And they get to choose the level of noise, as well as how long their partner suffers.
Narcissists consistently selected excessively high noise levels, in contrast to the control group.
We'll look at the whole range of scores. The results of our study show that when narcissists get a good grade, they're not very aggressive, but when they get a bad grade, they set louder and longer noise blasts. Narcissistic people believe they're more deserving, they're entitled to special treatment. When they suffer a blow to their ego, when they're criticized or humiliated, they become very defensive, become very angry, and are likely to lash out and behave aggressively to others.